Hello everyone, hope everything is fine for you. Now today's tutorial will be on the treatments that you can get in the salon by coloring hair. So you have two services, care but also color by reducing process time. Now, you know that in general, well, until a while ago when salons were open, of course, we wanted to save time, so we have to have as many services, as many customers as possible. And even more so when we reopen our salons, we have, of course, to optimize colors, self-coloring. I'm sure that some people will have, done self-coloring. At the same time, we have to offer alternative services, for example, hiding or covering white hair. We have to restore, we have to enhance, and of course, we sell, let's say, home products as far as maintenance is concerned. So I use the number one care product from Framesi. The name is Morphosis. This is the number one brand in terms of care. We have technology and research from Framesi, but we also have the best natural ingredients that you can get in Italy. So the product is 100% Italian, but we buy directly from farmers, Italian farmers. If you're looking for the orange extract, for example, or some rosemary essential oil, well, all of this is sourced in Italy. We have 72 SKUs, so 72 products. This is the huge range, so you can choose your product in this range. So thanks to diagnosis, you have either care or, let's say, skin or restructuring or restoring hair. We also have a small niche on color service. By this, I mean that inside our portfolio, we have some products that color, maintain, or shade, once again in compliance with the Morphosis concept. In terms of brand, we don't use anionic surfactants. We use the amphoteric and cationic surfactants. So once again, we don't have any impact on the hydrolipidic balance. We keep a perfect balance, and we also try and let's say, solve the problem of washing hair too often. This is a key problem, especially in my country, Italy. So once again, let me start from the product. Working on blonde, hair. We have three different types of shampoo. We have Cool Blonde Plus. This is the product we use in the salon. I'm sure that hairdressers, hairstylists know this very well. We use it in the salon because we have blue and purple pigments inside, so this is very intense, strongly, highly coloring. So the hairstylist can use this in order to keep a perfect maintenance of the natural white hair, becoming yellow, so we remove this kind of yellowing. And you can also have it in the so-called maintenance service, so for example, gray, or even a stronger, more intense color. Or again, why not after doing the decoloring or bleaching? So after the, let's say, after rinsing, then you have offered hair protection services with 101 and 102. Well, you can shade hair with Cool Blonde Plus, because once again, this is very intense as a product, so it colors hair. This is to make sure you have a general idea of the intensity. So let me get some paper. I'm now pouring some product on the paper. Okay, I just need a small paintbrush so you can see the coloring, strength or capacity. As you will see in a second, it's blue and purple. So this is what we get. So once again, you see it's deeply blue, deeply purple, and it removes yellow, especially when yellow is very strong. If you want to do some, let's say, self-coloring or maintenance service at home, of course, you don't want to have blue or purple hair. And by the way, this is just a professional product for hairdressers and hairstylists. For home service, we have Cool Blonde Plus. This is much lighter, less bright, if you will, so it's gentler, softer, and sweeter. I'm going to do the same thing, so same paper, so that you can really see the difference in terms of pigmentation, okay? you can see there's a slight difference between the two colors. Once again, in the second case, we don't have the strong blue pigment inside the product. Now, of course, when we use this kind of products, customers may need a mask. And here we go. This is the specific mask of this line, Soft Blonde. So this line has no anionic, surfactants or aggressive surfactant. We use borage oil. We also use brewer's yeast. So we have plenty of vitamin B here. We have B5, B9, B12, and also B6. So plenty of vitamins. And once again, this is perfect, to moisturize without, making your hair too heavy. Now, the mask is white, so I can use all the products we have to color hair in the acidic range, extra charge or bold or even the light and shine pigments. This means that inside I can put whatever I want. If you want the mask to become brown, I will use extra charge. In terms of grams, how much do I have to add? Well, on 200 ml, we need from 10 to 20 grams of coloring product. For example, this is a mask that I have prepared for one of my customers. I have used my bold coloring pigment. This one here, this is a crazy color. So once again, bold, crazy color. And this is what I'm using. This is my, color palette. I have chosen cobalt blue because my customer is like this. So let's say hair shades in the endings are like this. So to keep the right color at home or to moisturize endings, this is, decolor the hair. The key choice then is soft blonde plus pigment inside. This is the preparation I have made, so the pigment is included in here. So at the end of the service in the salon, this is what I do for my customer. So she will, bring the product at home to maintain color. May also want to use any other type of Framesi mask for Morphosis because 99% of our masks are white. Only one is pigmented with pink, which is color protect. All of the other masks, Sublimis, Repair and Green, they are white. So let's say they are ready to accept the pigments that you want to add. If I have brown hair, what can I do? Well, I can use Deep Brunette. This is a coloring product. It contains brown pigments inside, so I may want to brighten many different brown shades. Once again, the shade here is slightly warm. So if the customer has, some, let's say, highlights on the length or even on the endings, maybe tobacco color or caramel, we don't change this, we just brighten this. If I have brown hair with some warm shades, I may use Passion Blonde. This is a shampoo. It works on the golden blonde hair, so totally opposite versus cool blonde. And of course, again, it brightens, let's say, the warmer colors. If you are brown haired, but if you have a cold color, so once again, the color is definitely much colder. If you don't want warm shades, you hate them, you may want to use Deep Brunette mask. This mask, as you can see here, has a much colder pigment. You can see here the real actual color, which is slightly colder. So this is what you can use for endings if you want to, let's say, switch off a warm effect. Okay, this is to make sure you see the difference. So I'm using another sheet of paper. So I will pour some mask just, by itself, so that you can see the very, very cold effect, as you will see in a second. So once again, right from the bowl, sorry, you don't see the bowl. Anyway, you may want to have the same mask, but with a warmer look or a warmer effect, okay? This is another bowl. And here I will use around 20 grams of mask. So this is one specific dose of my mask, so 20 grams. So I will add here the extra charge. In this case, we have the cinnamon, basically 46. This is the code, and I will have the color I want. once again, 46. So how many grams of extra charge in the mask so that you can have a warmer effect? Now, every 20 grams of mask, please add 5 grams of extra charge. If the mask is white, as I said before, 98% of masks we have are white, well, in that case, you have to do the same blend. So every 20 grams, you have 5 grams of pigment to have the color you want. Okay, too many products on the table, sorry. Okay, this is the difference I want you to see. So different effects for the two different pigmentations. So warmer or colder, it depends on the shades you want. And again, the effect is basically restructuring, restoring for the hair. It also strengthens the color. So this together with extra charge give us an excellent, coverage performance. I mean, 20 to 30% on white hair. So extra charge by itself can, cover 30% white hair. So it will be 100% after a perm service. And then you will have 30% on the normal color maintenance service. This is just like salt for chefs, okay? So this is just our own salt. So, this is what cooks and chefs do with their own salt. So once again, you can have a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on the effect you want to get. I may want to use this individually by itself. I may want to use this after a perm or to cover white hair, or also for repigmentation purposes, or to keep and maintain color at home. I can also sell this, especially in summer, when of course the colors fade a little bit more quickly, so that they can be, let's say, empowered or made stronger. If I want to create a color shampoo, this is what I do. I mean, I need a bowl like this, okay, plastics or glass, whatever. This is what I have to do. 10 ml of shampoo. This is a Morphosis shampoo. This is the extractor. This is a home maintenance line for damaged hair. So 10 ml inside the bowl. So once again, 10 ml plus. I need to add a colored pigment. I was using red. I'm now using another color. Okay, I need 1 gram here. So this is code 46. I will then blend the product. So this is what we have. We have this thick gel. It's a blend, so we have colored pigments plus surfactants. Once again, I have a beautiful coloring effect for hair. Once again, I will get another piece of paper so you can see the real color. Once you have prepared that, you can use it for your customers. You wash the hair, process time from 1 to 5 minutes, and then you rinse, and you will have a beautiful shade. So it will last more or less for 1 wash. First, shampoo, Morphosis, of course. So this is depending on the conditions of skin, or the scalp and the hair. Then you use the shampoo that you have made yourself. Why this combination? Well, because the product, extra charge, this is not a washing pigment. There are no surfactants. If you do 2 shampoos with the same formula, the cleaning result will be perfect, but a little heavier, so to say, because the product is very conditioning. If you do like this, the first shampoo will remove the dirt. The second shampoo will give extra cleaning. So in this very case, you will refresh the color thanks to the pigments contained. So the service is easier. So once again, sorry, I need another piece of paper so you can see what I mean. Okay, I'm just spreading some product. This is the way it looks. Okay, this is it. Okay, my very last piece of advice. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.